Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my morning car rant where I rock and roll and have a voice doing it. And I thank you very much for all you people who have followed my rants. Had a total yesterday, hit an amazing number of 965,000 total views by the end of the day on across all social media platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, amazing. Thank you. And that's on the morning car rant alone. Well, tonight will be at Jake and Johnny's Lounge, and we have all the way from the Rainham, Taunton area of Massachusetts. Our host this evening will be Maureen McCarthy. And so we're looking forward to having her at Jake and Johnny's Lounge. Make sure you message me if you want to get on the list. That list is getting deeper and deeper, and it is Thursday, and it is one of our popular mics, so make sure you message me for Jake and Johnny's tonight. By 8:30 we'll start that show, folks. All right, so welcome aboard. I'm sure you are our opinion here as I get into the political realm of things. It looks like the desperation of the Kamala Harris campaign has sought to get the Swifties on board, but fear not. Fear not. They're too busy protesting against Israel and their anti-Semitic hate. I'm sure the time spent to go out and vote. And a matter of fact, I heard a report that she has also turned off a great deal, not a majority of her followers, but a great deal of her followers were turned off by her mentioning the fact that she is going to support Kamala Harris, which is nothing but the more destruction. Now, as we all know, folks, and I watched Taylor Swift's career from the moment she won on American Idol and got to be lucky enough to become a billionaire and owns a mansion here in the Hope area of Rhode Island, which is the westerly area, with a heavily guarded home. And there she is, has a home there, a home in another place, a billionaire, folks, who never has to worry about going into a market to shop for food, and worry about, a chicken went up $2. She's a billionaire, folks, has several cars, several homes, doesn't live a life you and I live. And to think that she's going to use her influence and power to turn people to vote for Kamala Harris seems like an act of desperation. What's the matter? Kamala can't win it on her own. Apparently can't even debate on her own. More information's coming out about that, and everything is being fact-checked daily, hourly, regarding how bad ABC played a role in that debate. But like I said, during that debate, and everybody was worried about some of the stuff that came out of the candidates' mouth, both sides. I'm saying this is not going to fare well for Kamala Harris within 12 or 24 hours, or perhaps 48 hours. And certainly it has proven that it is going in the toilet. Seriously, going in the toilet. Good morning, Randy and Kevin and Carl and Kathy. It's going in the toilet for her. The numbers are looking really good. If you go by the CNN poll, let's just take North Carolina, for instance. If you go by the CNN poll, folks, the CNN poll has Donald Trump winning up 5 points from Kamala Harris. If you go by the Winnipeg poll, they have Kamala Harris up by 3 points from Donald Trump, 2 to 3, something like that. Now, when you do the analytics on that, all right, on both, let's just take them both, right, at face value. When you do the analytics, and this is reported by all sides of the media, including the left, including the right, Donald Trump always polls up 9 points, always polls up to 9 points higher than the projected number that they're given due to the sampling. So, when you hear the CNN poll and you take away the Winnipeg poll and you subtract them equally, you'll find out quickly that Donald Trump is up in North Carolina. And you can figure if you take those numbers, folks, and you add the 9, and you could see where the Winnipeg has. So So you got to figure Donald Trump is up by 6 points if you look at the Winnipeg poll, as opposed to being behind by 3. And of course, if you look at the CNN poll and you add 9 to that, but I think the CNN poll, rather than adding 9 to that, I would add just the 4 to that. Again, it would be he's up 9 points as opposed to 5 points. So you have to kind of do the math according to the internals and how he polls. And we've had a lot of years of Donald Trump in the political realm. And we've seen a lot of polling, and we have a lot of data that we can cross-check and bring to the forefront exactly how Donald Trump will fare in this election. So it brings me back. Good morning, Laura J. and Mark Rice. One of the things, it brings me back to the panic that ensues upon the Kamala Harris campaign, and it is panic in a higher state than you possibly could ever imagine. They are trailing seriously in this country. They are trailing because Donald Trump actually did pretty well in his debate. Not perfect, but he did pretty well. If you go back and watch the debate, as I have, and took piece by piece, question by question, had some fun doing some of that last night, and go piece by piece, question by question, and response by response, Donald Trump brought to the forefront everything that's wrong in the Kamala Harris administration. Now, I posted the funny faces of Kamala Harris, and I, in fact, posted a real funny face of her. But I posted some funny faces, and I have to let you in on how liberals are so stupid. I see these are the pathetic faces of Kamala Harris, and I had a montage of them. On Instagram, a person came back and responded to my pictures by saying, well, at least she completes a sentence and has a plan. Well, I responded to her by saying, what plan? By asking, what plan? Question mark. And saying, she caused this problem. She's in office and has a chance to fix this problem. So what's the plan? She caused the problem, has an opportunity to fix the problem, her and Biden. Right now. Yeah, right now. And then I went on to explain to her, please have a little bit more, be a little bit more informed when addressing me, because I don't suffer fools well. That was my response to her. Good morning, Jim Small. And I mean it. I don't do well with stupid people. What are stupid people like? Well, those are the same people who will mention my name anywhere. Maybe amongst their friends, maybe on a comedy stage, mention my name. When you mention my name, you keep my name alive. Why? Because you fear me. Why do you fear me? Why do you bring my name up? I'll tell you why I bring my name, because I have a big footprint on social media. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to hurt me in all the things that I do, my art, my music, my comedy, my speaking engagements. You're not going to hurt me. You can mention my name all you want. Spell it right. But is anybody mentioning your name, be it good or bad? The answer to that is no. Why? Because you're a piss hole in the snow. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Please don't flatter me anymore. Don't flatter me anymore. I mean, seriously. If you think I'm meaningless, then shut up about me. That's when you know you're winning, folks. I've always said to you, when you're kicked in the rear, it's because you're in front. And the game today is to get under people's skin. And they have to respond to you either with a smile or with anger. But you want to get under people's skin with the facts. They don't like it. But at the end of the day, on election day, when Donald Trump wins, and there's a damn good chance he will. I'm not Nostradamus, but it's a damn good chance he's winning. The bets are on him, folks. Everywhere. The thing I'm waiting for, so I can always prove my point. Because, folks, what I do constantly in social media, my prediction, my speeches, is that most of the points I make usually are provable. They're going to come true. Good morning, Rick. So when Donald Trump wins, how many of you listening to me right now think that the Democrats and the left are going to be peaceful about it? Do your own thought process. Walk yourself through that process. How many of you folks think that, well, they're going to be peaceful about it? Okay, Donald Trump wins. How many of you people think that the Democrat Party is going to go full-on violent? How many people think that? Well, I'm going to tell you something, folks. That number is in the 80 percentiles. 80 percentile of the people who think and feel as though this country is going to go full-on violent when Donald Trump wins. Absolutely. Look at all they've done to him. 2 impeachments, Russian collusion, going after him with the legal system, putting a bullet in his head. What more can you do to a guy? What more can you do to a guy? And you are on the fence of who you're voting for? This economy has been caused by Biden and Harris. The open borders, especially because that was her job. One job only. She failed at it. Was caused by Harris. And you're on the fence? What? How are you on the fence? Freedom. The 4 years Donald Trump has a proven record. And we see that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have a proven record. One is about freedom and a better economy, and one is about not freedom and death and a worse economy. You're on the fence about what? Again, don't waste my time with your ignorance, because I don't suffer fools well. Nothing pleases me more than blocking any liberal comments that come on my Facebook posts or any post. Nothing pleases me more. I have to be honest with you, folks. I just will block you. And just don't take it personal. Just understand that I just don't suffer fools well. And you're blocked. You're part of the honored group of people that I call fools. And that's okay. You'd be like the tomb of the unknown soldier to me. Only thing we're not hanging a wreath on, you're blocked. Because I can tell you, I have hundreds and hundreds of blocked people. Hundreds. And you go into the tomb of the unknown social media hack. And that's where you'll remain forever. Because once you're there, I never, ever, regardless of apology or anything, will ever pull you out of that closet or out of that grave. I never will. Democrat Party has very few options. They try to use the violent card. For just a few hours, they came out and say, we got to roll this back, our language, after Donald Trump has been shot. We got to cool it down. Cool it down. For what? We barely made 12 hours before they went full on bloody all over again. And then everybody says, oh, Donald Trump's tweets. Really? Did Donald Trump's tweets lead somebody to shoot people in Las Vegas that attend maybe a Taylor Swift rally or concert? Did Donald Trump's tweets lead someone to go on a baseball field and shoot up Democrats? Did Donald Trump's tweets put a bullet almost in President Biden's head or Kamala Harris's head? No. Did Donald Trump's tweets burn down cities and towns and cause people to have abortions out of the womb, in the birth canal, dilated and the like? No. But your tweets led to a lot of stuff, folks. And the fact checkers have proven that Donald Trump on stage was white once again. Yeah, that's right. The migrants are eating pets. As creepy as that sounds, that's what's doing it. I guess the Democrat Party isn't feeding them well. Maybe you ought to feed them. You brought them here. They're taking over buildings, and now a hotel in Texas. That's right, a Venezuelan gang taking over a hotel in Texas. We find now that there are close to 12 states that do offer abortion out of the womb. In other words, let the baby die. Even in Tampon Tim State, who he reversed the right to life. In other words, if an abortion failed in Minnesota, if an abortion failed, the baby would have a right to live. But Tampon Tim took that away and said, no way. If the abortion failed, kill that baby. That's Tampon Tim. This is the most baby-killing ticket in the Democrat Party ever. The most radical ticket ever. A person who will lie just to get elected. I have to listen to what Bernie Sanders says, who supports her. She has to just do what it takes to get elected. It's a lie. Every bit of it. Every bit of it, folks, is a lie. So now, when you tell me that Kamala Harris is your person, you expose to me your ignorance, your lack of intelligence, how gullible and foolish you are. And I would certainly like to compare your successes in life to mine, side by side. I know there are a lot of people that are millionaires, I'm not. But on the lower scale level of those who I meet frequently, I like to compare your successes to mine. What's the matter? You didn't make great decisions in life, did you? So don't go pointing your finger at me. Perhaps maybe you should learn from me. You do better. Maybe you should pick my brain rather than to step on it. You learn better. I've learned from people who are far successful in life and how to do things, and because jealousy never stood in the way of me learning. But on the left, and you people full of hate and violence and disdain for this country, you're not out to learn. You're out to look for a talking point to cover your stupidity. Well, I'm not here to help you. You could be stupid all you want, every day you want. I could care less. It's really none of my business, but I could tell you what is my business. Saving a country, saving my religion, saving my freedom, saving life out of the womb and in the womb, and protecting our soldiers and veterans. 9/11 happened yesterday, and Kamala Harris and them were forced to go show up at the memorial of the 9/11 in New York because they really screwed up putting a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldiers. That were for the 13 soldiers who were killed in Afghanistan. So I guess they had a safe face this time. Damn it, we have to go to that thing. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And there you were with the fake faces of the Democrat Party. It had to take Mayor Bloomberg to stand between Donald Trump and Vance versus the other. And I ask you, who would you want to protecting this country in tumultuous times such as we're going through right now? Kamala Harris and her microphoned earrings and her fake speech and smiles? Or do you want Donald Trump, who has a proven record of keeping us safe and our economy well? It's really a simple answer. It's really a simple answer you can give me. Failure to understand that shows me your ignorance. And I really don't suffer fools well. I come from a world that I usually hang around with very successful people. I really do. Why? Because they got a brain. And I learn from them and they learn from me, and we share and we have a great time. That's my inner circle, just so you know. ArtistryBySteve.com. Thank you. The numbers keep growing. I mean, all I have is like a point away from 100% on ArtistryBySteve.com GoDaddy. I am one of the top sites that they host. Thank you. They've helped me. I've helped them. And then Upside. Downloading that app using my promo code 6MMJUU will get you a 25-cent bonus on top of 20 or 30 cents per that first fill up. You could get like 45 cents a gallon back on the first fill up, folks. And then you're going to see how easy this app works. I make $100 a month. Others do better. And I put that money in my debit account, my PayPal account. I put that in gift cards, Amazon, you name it. It goes everywhere, folks. Download Upside. You never get a fee for it. Don't forget to like and share this rant as you've been doing. We hit big numbers yesterday, and I want to do it again today, folks. I want to do it again. Make sure you share this rant. It's important. We don't push violence. We push going out and vote, and make damn sure you do. Have a nice day.